What's going on, CDL fans? Let's run through the updated power rankings after week 2 of Major 4 qualifiers. And we'll kick right into it with the bottom team as they have been for, I don't even know how many weeks in a row. I should go back and count, but it is the Boston Breach. I mean, there really isn't anything to say about these guys, right? They're 0-3. They've only won 2 maps this split. They are by far the worst team in the game. They currently just tied the series loss streak record with the Vegas Legion team back from Vanguard. So one more loss in their next series, which I believe is against Atlanta FaZe, and they set the streak record. So these guys are just terrible. And then above them, who have also been a number 11 for a minute, it is the LA Gorillas. They've been here for a while. Like I said, they're obviously better than Boston, right? They are 1-3 right now, this split. 5 map wins overall. I mean, these two teams are the bottom 2 teams. I don't think there's any questions about that. And also, make sure to sub to the channel for more CDL content like this. We're on the road to 5K subs, and I appreciate all the support. Now, here is where it gets really interesting, right? I think the next, 4 to 5 teams are actually, you could really fluctuate these depending on how you look at things. And I do want to preface this. I get questions and comments all the time that are like, you had this team over this team, and they lost. Like, haha, you were wrong. These power rankings are not a prediction. These are based on what happened. This is going off of what has happened, not what I think is going to happen in the future. So just because I have a team at 5 and they lose to the team at 8, doesn't mean I thought the team at 5 would beat the team at 8. It just means that that's where they are based on what has happened in this season and especially in recent weeks. So with that being said, remember, this is just my rankings. Take it with a grain of salt. But at number 10, I still have the Minnesota Rocker. I feel bad because they probably should move up, right? They did just beat OPTIC Texas in a Game 5 round 11. It was really close. They are 2-2 on the split. But honestly, the teams above them, I feel better about those teams that they have kind of showed in the recent week or month, whereas Rocker just kind of started playing a little bit better. And right above Rocker, down 2 spots, I do have the LA Thieves. LAT obviously went 0-1 this weekend. They lost to the Royal Ravens in a Game 5. Absolute heartbreaker for me on the watch party watching this. This just really hurt. But they are still 2-1 on the split. Really tough schedule going forward, but for now, I got them at 9. And then the team that they lost to is up 1 spot into number 8. It is the Royal Ravens. They beat LAT. I think they deserve to be 1 spot over them, although Ravens are 1-3 on the split. So, you know, take it for what you want, but they did just take down LAT, so no fan bias out of me. I'm moving Thieves down to 9 and Ravens up to 8. And then to round out our right side of the board here at number 7, I really feel bad about this one. But it is the Miami Heretics down 1 spot. Miami went 2-1 this weekend. They are 2-2 on the split. Obviously, their first loss came when Vickle wasn't playing, so I don't even really count that too much, but they played 3 times this weekend. They won 2. They lost 1 to Toronto Ultra. They still fall a spot, which sucks, but it's just a case of the teams above them, and especially the team at number 6 that moved up this week. I feel bad for Miami. I think they honestly look really good right now, but they just kind of fell because the Las Vegas Legion jumped up 2 more spots this week into number 6. The Legion are 2-1, right? They obviously took down OPTIC Texas last week, and then 2 weeks ago, I guess, and this past weekend, they 3-0'd the New York Subliners. So taking down 2 top 4 teams in back-to-back weeks. I know it's online. I know people are going to say online cheese, whatever you want to say, but online is a major part of the season. I can't just pretend like it doesn't count. So Legion are up 2 spots into number 6. They're playing really well. Their whole team, all 4 players are playing good. And so major shout out to them. Then at number 5, it's still the Seattle Surge for me. Seattle is 3-1 on the split. I still think Seattle are the 5th best team. If you wanted to argue Legion, I definitely think you could. But Seattle hasn't been bad either. Like, you know, they're 3-1, like I said. So they still are looking really good. 10-5 map count. They actually have like the 2nd best map win percentage so far this split. So they're looking really good. But unfortunately, neither of those 2 teams are in my top 4. I still think the top 4 are the top 4 teams. Number 4, it's still the New York Subliners. There's not much to be said. They're 2-2 this split, right? Obviously, these teams aren't, there's nothing crazy. They did get 3-0'd by Legion. So if you had Legion all the way up into number 4 and you shifted Subliners and Surge down 1, I guess you could. But that's like really heavy recency bias in my opinion, and I don't lean that heavily into it. So for me, I still got Subliners at 4. They beat Surge, obviously, so I couldn't put Surge above them. But if you had Legion at number 4, I really wouldn't argue with you. And now it's time for our top 3. And I can confirm there was a shift in the top 3 after this past week. And I'll put them all on the screen, man. I know the OPTIC fans are angry right now. I know you're heated. I know you're going to say it's just online matches. It doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. And you're right. At the end of the day, these 3 teams are the 3 teams I expect to be fighting it out on Championship Sunday for a win at the Major. But like I said, this is not predicting what I think is going to happen next week or at Major 4. This is based on what we've seen. OPTIC fall to 1-2 after taking 2 straight losses. 2 teams they should have beat, especially Minnesota Rocker. Ultra obviously got a win this past weekend, so they're sticking at 2. And Atlanta FaZe are 3-0. They have the highest map win percentage this split so far. They've rebounded well despite a bad, quote unquote, right? Obviously not bad, 3rd place finish at Major 3. And man, like I said, I already know OPTIC fans are going to be heated. FaZe fans are going to be going crazy. So happy they're back at number 1. At the end of the day, man, it's just a power ranking, right? Like, for 1, don't take it that seriously. But 2, we have to consider online matches for what they are. They are a major part of the season, right? They're obviously not as important as LAN at the end of the day. Like, LAN is always going to be more valuable. But online still is a major, major, major part of the CDL schedule. And I can't just pretend like 2 straight losses to teams OPTIC should be beating don't count. But like I said, I'm still 100% confident in this OPTIC team, this Ultra team, and this FaZe team to beat pretty much anybody else on this page. But hey, if you want to hate me because I dropped OPTIC, just like FaZe fans hated me for dropping them, just like Ultra fans hated me for dropping them earlier in the season, it is what it is, man. A lot of people can't put away their fan bias, and I understand. But these are the power rankings. Let me know what you think. Make sure to drop a like, and seriously, please, I'm begging you, sub to the channel. We're on the road to 5K. I'd love to hit 5K before Black Ops 6 comes out. That's my absolute goal. So if you do like CDL content or Call of Duty Black Ops 6 news content in general, I would love to have you here in the community. And yeah, with all that being said, hopefully I'll see you all in the next one.